Welcome back, fellas and fellaettes, to another RCB episode. Today, we're going to be getting into our playoff predictions for the upcoming NFL playoffs. Will, why don't you just kind of explain what we got to go through this episode?
So we're gonna be going through the games in order, the way that you will see them. So we're gonna start off with Panthers Rams. Then we got Bears Packers. That's a big one for the RCB clan. And
Silly.
then we got Bills Jags in the early window on Sunday. Niners Eagles, little rivalry game there. Then we got Justin Herbert against Drake May, and then we got Rogers' last game to close it out. So Kev, Landon, you want to lead us off?
Yeah, I'll start us off with in my opinion, probably the easiest pick game that we'll have in the playoffs. Unfortunately, our Brycey Poo, I don't think will be able to get it done against this Rams team this time. Um, at home, the Panthers don't. Uh, it's easy. Rams are minus 10.5 favorites. That's an easy pick. It's going to be the Rams.
I also think sadly I don't want to do it. And in my brain, in my moral conscience, I'm saying the Carolina Panthers pull it out. But obviously, hindsight 2020, we're obviously picking the Rams.
Yeah, I'm going Rams too. In my head, I kind of imagine it as like a baby fawn versus like a T-Rex. So like the fawn's not supposed to be there, and the
Jim
T-Rex
Bond
is just
versus the
gonna eat
Coffin
it.
Baby.
Exactly. So I Rams got this one. I mean, it'd be kind of crazy for the Panthers to roll it out or roll out a dub
What
there, but we'll see.
what are we doing, guys? Okay,
Come on,
come
Will.
on. We gotta believe the Rams have been playing like poo poo water. They
No, they
blew
haven't.
they blew a huge lead against Seattle. They look terrible
They ain't
against
that poo-poo water, bro.
they look terrible against
They won.
the Cardinals for a while. Dude, you have to watch the games. You can't just
He
look at the
he
box
threw
score.
he threw three touchdowns for like 250 yards.
Okay,
He
but
was he
they
was
the
shitty in the
I'm
first
talking about
half, but he
that.
came back and was perfect.
But
Yeah,
I'm
Four
four
worried
touchdowns.
about that.
touchdowns. Sorry.
I'm worried about that Rams defense, man. We know that Puka's going to get locked up by J.C. Horn. If anybody can do it, if J.C. Horn can do it. That's why they struggled with him last time. Devontae, he looked super healthy on Monday Night Football, and he just didn't play. So he's probably going to be good. I anticipate him being good, but I still think I trust that Puka's not going to go off. And we know Matthew Stafford is one receiver, Randy, and he likes staring down the one guy. He had Calvin Johnson, then Cooper Cup, and now he's got Puka.
The
So
Rams
I'm
Bro,
the
not.
Rams worst receiver is Carolina's best. I mean
I
Yeah.
don't put some respect on Tet McMillan, okay?
bro, just because Puga cannot get your championship fantasy football
Puka
game
cannot
against
get my
me, bro,
championship against
doesn't
Ryan.
doesn't mean that he's not good, bro. I mean,
JC's locking him up. I'm not
He's
saying
not.
Puka's not good. He's probably the best receiver in football, but
he's out there.
That game, the
uh,
game's not going to be close. I mean, I love
I
I
want to
love the
break down the
Panthers, but
game. I want to break down the game. I think you guys are rolling over this game. This is gonna be. They already won. Carolina's tough at home. Let's look at the weather. But as long as it's not a
You
monsoon, Bryce is gonna be slinging it. I'm not saying I'm picking the Panthers, but I'm not taking the 10.5. I'm taking the Panthers to cover that.
I mean, I think 10.5 for a playoff game does stretch it a little bit because most playoff games are going to be close games. But I think the last game the Rams played, it's an any given Sunday kind of game. And at the end of the day, he threw for 4 touchdowns and almost 300 yards. I mean they're performing fine. The defense is going to be ready for the playoffs. Devontae is going to be fully healthy. I mean, it's kind of hard to say that this Rams team isn't just going to absolutely walk all over the Panthers.
Let me ask you this: Is the Panthers' offense better than the Cardinals' offense?
yes.
Obviously.
Yeah,
Then
absolutely.
then they put up 23 in basically
Yeah,
one
but
half of
if you're
football.
just ignoring the entire rest of the Rams season, then you can say that. But the Rams still had an amazing season. You can't you can't just say the
And part
Rams
of
are gonna
that
you
was a
can't just say the
loss to the
Rams aren't
Carolina
gonna
Panthers.
you can't just say the Rams aren't gonna play well in the playoffs because they had one
Oh,
bad game that was
I'm
towards the
not
end of the
saying because
season.
they had
we
one bad
got
game.
all
I'm
these
saying
matchups to
last
go through, bro.
couple weeks they have not been playing good. I'm just
Oh,
saying I wouldn't be surprised if this game's close and the Carolina Reaper pulls one out for us.
only Will would manage to make this Rams and Panthers matchup a 15-minute conversation.
Exactly,
Okay.
bro. Will, like we got all
I
these
want to
matchups to
give
go
I
through,
want to give
bro.
the Panthers fans their due credit. They want to
They
see
don't
this
have
game.
any
They
credit.
They don't have any fans either.
Right.
They don't have
It's
fans
a miracle the
either.
Right.
Texans are even in the playoffs at this point. And listen,
Hey,
this is coming from a person who loves Bryce Young. Don't get me wrong. I would love for them to win the game, but again, hindsight 2020, they're not going to win the game.
we were all Doty Bird fans on Sunday.
We need to move on.
Okay,
So we all picked the Rams there, correct?
fine. I'm
Yeah.
picking the Rams.
Okay.
God,
All right,
we don't have much time.
Our next game, the probably the podcast's favorite game that we'll be talking about today. It's already shaking its head.
Hey, bro, it don't even matter. Let's just get it
Vegas-
over with. You know.
If you
Vegas
guys
has
watch,
the-
if you guys watch the NFC RCB committee rankings, you'll know that this game we were praying for it as a podcast crew. We were praying that these guys got matched up in the playoffs, and we got our wish.
Go back and just watch the last episode if you didn't listen to if you didn't watch it yet, because I'm not gonna argue with these jokers again about it. It ain't worth my time, my breath.
Well, it's
So-
worth my time.
I'll let Will argue for me because these dudes ain't gonna listen, bro. I
Yeah,
got
I'm
much to
not
say,
gonna
but
listen, so-
Honestly, I don't even think I got much to say. I think Jordan Love's gonna do all the talking for me.
bro, exactly. There ain't much to say, dude. Jordan Love gonna sling that rock. He's gonna show the Bears and
All we've seen since that podcast was with Chicago looking like buns.
the Packers
So-
have the
so
Packers
the
still haven't
Packers-
won. What are we talking about?
The
They
bro,
Packers
we started
haven't-
we started a third string Clayton Tune on week 17,
And
bro.
Snoop Huntley is probably better than Caleb Williams.
I don't understand where we come from with Jordan Love's going to come out slinging when he hasn't played in 3-4 weeks. I don't see.
Bro, he's all right.
I-
And the
dude.
Packers
don't-
have
don't-
their main defensive player.
So because the Packers
Chicago-
aren't-
Next man up.
Because the Packers aren't like the Bengals rushing back T. Higgins for no reason, the Packers
this
get
is also a
dinged.
stupid point considering the fact they they've already beat the Packers.
Timeout. Ryan
Hey.
just said next man up to Micah Parsons. Can we just take a moment for that?
Hey, bro, you gotta have that mentality. You can't be stuck on one player.
You
Next
know
man
what,
up.
dude? I've seen so many teams going to win a Super Bowl with their best player getting hurt.
Charles Woodson.
Yeah, you
out
know,
there in the
I mean,
2010
even if
Packers.
Even if we're just
Odell.
even if we're just ignoring the fact that Jordan Love's coming back, their defense led up. I mean, what, like 19 points against the Vikings?
I checked.
Against 9.
Yeah,
Nine's
are we
good.
serious, dude?
9 is not
Like,
good.
even if we're
Nine's
just-
the
even-
worst
even if
quarterback
we're
I
just-
ever
even
seen.
If we're just ignoring, if we just skip past the fact that Jordan Love's coming off of 3 weeks and not playing, the defense also hasn't played well. The defense without Micah Parsons is not good.
Bro don't even know. He
They
just
played
watches
well.
the box score.
They played well against the Bears.
They let the Vikings put up 19 points, bro. JJ McCarthy put up 19 points. That guy's one of the
Can we
worst
call
QBs
JJ
in
by
the
his
league
name?
right now.
Can we call JJ by his name? Who the heck is JJ McCarthy? That's 9, bro.
Yeah.
So with that being said, I think I say I'm gonna go Packers. Or no.
Oh,
All right, we got
wow.
Landon in the Packers. That's
Landon,
one
you're
for
about to have me
Packers.
tweak out here.
I'm at Packers. Will is at Packers. Hunter, he's probably at Packers, but he doesn't want to admit it.
I'm so
Lock
I
it
am
in.
tossed. I am
Flip
so
it.
tossed because I love Caleb Williams. I love what Ben Johnson's done. But the Packers have the aura against the Bears, man. It's just something
The
about it.
Bears still suck.
The
I thought
Bears
actually-
are the Bears. Both teams are looking really bad, and I think I am gonna go with the coach that's probably proven himself more, and I think I'm gonna go with the Packers here.
He
Dude, I
actually is
actually
going with the
can't
Packers.
believe it.
I thought he misspoke.
I thought he did too. I thought he didn't
Yeah.
mean to say that. I
I
thought
am.
Well, I guess I'm gonna break the streak here. Obviously, I'm picking the Bears to win it. I mean,
All right, Hunter, we're all gonna go to your house and laugh at you
yes,
That's
I'll
fine.
be laughing in your face.
I laughed
Because-
at you last time, and I'm
because
gonna
all
laugh
we've
at you this
seen-
time.
is
Laugh at
the
me.
we've seen the worst secondary in the league in the back half of the season. Caleb Williams couldn't do anything against them, and then we've seen their defense get shredded by Brock Purdy and 3 of their offensive players
Brock
not
Purdy
even playing.
was literally in MVP conversations halfway through this year, bro. Brock Purdy's playing good. What are we talking about?
Hey, Landon, can you look up
Brock
what
Purdy's
weeks
playing
Brock
good
Purdy?
without George Kittle at tight end, bro. Like, this is ridiculous. This is a stupid
Landon, will you
argument.
please-
He's playing
Landon,
well. I'm so sick of acting like Brock Purdy's not a decent quarterback.
Landon, will you please look up what weeks Brock Purdy did not play because he wasn't even in MVP conversation midway through the season
Yeah,
because he had played like 2 games at that point of the
I
year.
agree.
That
Let's
was Mac
go.
Jones. You are confusing him with.
My stepdad just walked up and said George Kittle and Brock Purdy sucks. So he's agreeing with you guys.
Yep. I
Yeah.
mean, I couldn't agree
And they didn't
more.
even have George Kittle. They didn't have Trent Williams. Ricky Pearsall didn't play this week. I don't know. I didn't see. I think he played all the Chicago game. He might have left early. I don't know.
Hold on, I'm trying to find week by week. Give me a second.
But anyways, you can you can look that up while we introduce the next game. We haven't
Whoa, I didn't
always.
get to say. Whoa, whoa,
Oh,
whoa.
I thought you
I
didn't want to
just
talk about it.
I don't really, but I actually want to go off what Landon said because I do appreciate what he said. First off, Ben Johnson always talking smack about Matt LaFleur, and it's funny that he's always bringing up the Packers, and it's silly, I think he's really cringy, silly guy. Either way, Ben Johnson can't win the playoffs. He couldn't do it with the Lions. He's not going to be able to do it with the Bears. And then the Packers obviously never won a Super Bowl under Matt LaFleur, lost many championship games, but also been in the playoffs a lot more. We've been here before. We'll be able to win some games in the playoffs.
And
So
they done it on the road.
bro,
With
exactly.
Matt
We are
LaFleur.
not scared of the Bears. If you're telling me like a couple, if you're telling me at the beginning of the season I gotta face the Bears in the playoffs, I mean I'm a little more scared now, but then I'd be so excited because we would steamroll the Bears. But I will admit
Well,
Bears it's gonna be a good game, but I think Packers got
well,
this
what do you
easily.
think about
I
like
don't know
people
why
talk
we're
about how
hyping up.
clutch?
I don't know why we're hyping up
Sorry.
Matt LaFleur's playoff record. He's 3-5.
Hey, let's remember what Zach Taylor did.
Zach Taylor sucks, bro. I don't know what we're talking about here. I hate Zach Taylor with a passion. This is
Keep
Everybody talk.
Zach Taylor. Keep Zach
Hey,
Taylor.
look,
Yeah.
keep.
Zach
Yeah,
Taylor's terrible, bro. I'm not even arguing
I
for
was
Zach
actually,
Taylor. I want his
I was
ass
actually
fired.
first. Me and Landon were actually the guys that Mike Brown asked, "Should we keep Zach Taylor?" I was like, "Yeah, dude, he's killing it, dude. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Get him out of his job, bro. He's terrible. I
That's
don't agree with
6
that.
wins. That's more than I could do."
Will, if you were wondering, Brock Purdy's only played 9 games, and
9.
there was almost a 2-month span between September and
So he didn't play midway
November.
through the season. So he was definitely
Uh,
not in the MVP conversation.
No, sir. He's 27th in just about every stat category right now. The
I
only
understand.
thing he leads in is QBR, which is just a made-up stat. I mean,
No, it's not. No, it's not.
I actually like QBR.
Will, that's like Will's favorite
That
stat.
is my
No,
favorite
it's not a
stat.
made-up stat.
I normally look
favorite
at
stat.
it.
It's Justin Herbert's stat.
Yeah.
Justin Herbert's a good QB. I don't like what.
What?
I don't think anyone's arguing.
I think we lost. I think we lost connection to Hunter.
I never say Justin Herbert's a bad QB. He's got like I think he's like 5th in like all-time QBR, behind you know who.
Baltimore.
Burrow.
Oh, my bad.
QBR is not a stat.
This is so
All right,
Okay.
next.
Are we good to move
The-
on, Ryan? Or you got any more to
Dude,
say?
There's no
I'm
more
chilling,
arguing.
bro.
We all know
I
how
got
we feel about the teams. Landon clearly doesn't stick to his truth, but it's okay because I'm gonna
It's
stick
not
to
that I
mine.
don't stick to the truth. It's both teams are playing like butt. Which coach do I trust more in a playoff game? Matt LaFleur.
and which
Well,
quarterback?
clutch. Caleb Williams actually threw an intentional grounding on the last drive of the game. That's how clutch he is.
It all depends on who can rally their team, and I don't think Ben Johnson has the culture built up enough right now to will
How do
that
you
team.
rally behind Caleb Williams? I have no idea. Dude's a freaking cornball.
He
I,
is.
I could never play behind
Hey,
him
there
ever.
was
But he's
nothing
really
wrong with
good.
that. There's nothing wrong with
But
that.
he's really good.
The official RCB stance is there's nothing wrong with Caleb.
No, I
Williams.
didn't say. I'm just saying,
What
but
he
Caleb
does.
Williams, I could never be behind him.
All right, so next game we have Bills at Jags. Somehow, some way, the
We just
Buffalo
skipped over the
Bills.
last NFC game.
What?
They play at 4:00. We're doing them in the order that
I
they
didn't know we did it
play.
in order. I'm just looking at my sheet.
Yeah. So
All right.
January. So this is the next day. This is 1 p.m. So Bills at Jags. Buffalo somehow favored by 1.5, but when they've not
That's dumb.
not given us anything
Yep.
this year. You
Yeah,
know,
I mean,
visual
everyone's gonna
wise.
hype up the fact that they played really well. And listen, I was on the Bills hype train. I'll admit it, but I'm not gonna act like them winning the Jets game is a good hype going into the postseason, especially since the Jets, guess what, ended the season with 0 picks. So I mean, the Jets aren't a good defensive team. So I mean, obviously Josh Allen's gonna light them up like it's no one else's business. So obviously Jacksonville's
Josh
gonna.
Allen didn't even play box score merchant.
I thought Josh Allen played.
He started
Box
one
score
snap.
Oh,
merchant.
word,
He
dude.
snapped. He took one snap, and then Mitch Trubisky lit him up.
Never mind then. Never mind.
Um,
Then I'll take it back more. Josh Allen. Never mind. Then Mitch Trubisky. I mean, yeah.
Should they start with Trubisky?
Jacksonville still has the win.
Is it time for a conversation in Buffalo?
Okay.
shut up. And it's at Duval. Duval's electric. I think it's an awesome place to play for playoff atmosphere.
I've
Uh,
never thought that. What?
What do you mean? What is Josh Allen going to do when Chester Cheeto skydives off of the roof of the
Dude, you're so
stadium?
right,
He's
dude.
going to be like,
Yeah.
Duval is a very hard stadium to play in. It's very underrated.
I've never
So
thought that, but also I've never been, never really
I've
thought
never thought
about
of that
it.
in my life, but I'm not. I
speaking
guess.
from experience, it's pretty tough to win there in the playoffs.
so I'm going Jags, easy pick.
Yeah, I think we should all be unanimous on the Jags winning that game.
We are the RCB committee, and the Jags are a favorite of the RCB committee.
Dude,
They definitely are.
I've been I've been a fan of the Jags since the beginning of the season, bro, and I can't stop now. So we gotta go Jags.
I did a bracket today, a little insider pick. I picked the Jags to win the Super Bowl. So
Here we go. I don't know about all that, but yeah.
A little crazy.
There's
a little
three
crazy.
NFC West teams that I think clear the Jags, but yeah,
the only one can get out though.
that's true. Our next game would be 49ers at Eagles. Eagles are 4.5 point favorites. This game's weird. The Eagles, I mean, we all know what their identity is. Play ugly, win ugly. Jalen Hurts is a ultimate game manager. When you need it most, he'll be there.
That's the description.
Philly's a really, really hard place to play in. Lincoln Memorial Stadium. Um, Brock Purdy in the postseason. Brock Purdy in general doesn't really wow you.
According to
So,
Hunter, he does.
so,
I'm a
so
Brock
I
Purdy
think
fan.
I'm gonna pick the Eagles here, and an ugly win, of
Oh wait,
course.
we all picked Jags, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I think even if San Francisco starts to take the lead, I think Philly fans are probably going to throw a beer can at Brock Purdy. So I think at the end of the day, the Eagles are probably going to win it. I don't think Trent Williams or George Kittle are back for this game. So
They're both questionable. I think George Kittle played this week, so he's going to be there. It's Trent Williams that they don't know about.
and I think
And Ricky Pearsall.
and Trent Williams against the Eagles D line is definitely going to be a necessity for them. So I'd say I'm probably going to pick the Eagles.
Man, I don't know, man. I don't. This matchup's kind of goofy. I could see it going either way. It depends, like if the Eagles have one of their okay games, and I think they're gonna win it. But if the 49ers can somehow, play really good, then they're gonna.
It just
That's the
depends on what
most
Eagles
obvious
team
take of
wants to
all
show
time.
up this
But
week.
Ryan says whatever team plays better is going to win.
yeah, whichever
Good
whichever
observation,
team
dude.
wins the game, we'll move on. I'm like Booger McFarland
Matt
over
Graff at take.
Whichever team scores more points.
Yeah, the team that scores more will win the football game. Will win the contest. But I haven't been high on the Niners all year. And it's funny you guys are kind of saying that like um that Brock Purdy does not wow you guys because it was always the same with Jimmy Garoppolo and they never got it done with Jimmy Garoppolo. Everyone always loved him, said he was like top 10. I never thought he was.
He
I thought
was
you mean
most
it.
handsome. Most handsome.
Oh dude, he's so handsome.
He
He's
is.
but so anyway, I think it's a similar situation with that. I don't see the Niners being able to move on. I think the Eagles are going to be in playoff mode, and they're going to know how to get it done. And I think they're going to beat. I think Eagles are going to win.
Nick Sirianni is a
Well,
very good playoff coach, and I don't think that should be undermined.
he's never lost in the link in the playoffs.
That's a
But
cool stat.
I think that this is going to change. I'm actually taking the Niners. I was impressed kind of with how the offense looked up until the Seattle game. They looked good against the Colts, looked good against the Bears. Um, I think Brock Purdy is better than Jalen Hurts. I think
Eesh.
I like the overall roster of the Eagles more. It's just I don't know. I just don't trust. I feel like it's another like collapse, and this hurts me because you guys know I like Barkley so much, but I don't see. I think it is a bad matchup kind of for him because I just feel confident in the Niners a little bit. I think they're playing a little bit better coming in.
I'm not on the Jalen Hurts hype train as much as everyone else is, but I think it's stinky to say that Jalen Hurts isn't better than Brock Purdy.
This
don't-
ain't even the argument.
I
This
don't know if I
this
can get
show.
behind that.
No, that's not the argument. You're right, Ryan. But I don't know. It's just I look at it's the same thing we talked about with CJ Stroud on the one episode that if the Texans don't win the Super Bowl, it's going to be because of CJ Stroud. If the Eagles don't win a Super Bowl, it's going to be because of Jalen Hurts. Because if you look at that roster, you put Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert, Jordan Love on that team, you're going to win, and you're going to be the favorite in every game. You're probably touchdown favorites with most of those guys
Yeah.
against any of these teams.
Yeah, they're all the ultimate game managers. It's the way of the quarterback in the NFL right now, unfortunately.
Well, that at least with these two teams, I think we don't have a game manager.
Well, I don't think so. So we're picking
I went out on a limb.
the Eagles there, correct?
Oh, I mean, I picked the Niners.
3v1 for Eagles.
3v1.
Besides
I'm going
besides the
Eagles.
guy that's got to be different.
No, Hunter was different on the Bears.
Someone's got to be different on every pick.
We got to talk about the picks. You guys try to gloss over Bryce Young.
Sorry. The
Apologies
the
for that one.
minus 10.5 point game. We got to make sure we emphasize it.
Yeah.
And so for our last playoff game,
Now we got two more.
January 11th.
You're skipping our game?
You didn't let me finish. January 11th is
Oh.
the 8 p.m. slot for the Patriots and Chargers. The Patriots are 3.5 point favorites at home. So, I honestly kind of want Will to lead us off here and see what he
Yeah,
has
Will.
to say
Well, we all know where
about
Will's
this
going,
game.
so let's get this over with.
I don't
You
know.
know-
Will kind of hates on his team
No,
sometimes.
I
You
know
know,
exactly where
I
Will's gonna
do.
go with this.
And I normally, I told Ryan, I have a feeling I've been right. I was right about the Giants game. I thought we were going to lose that game. I was right about the Commanders game. I thought we were going to lose that game. I was right about the Colts game. I've been right pretty much every game we've lost. I do not feel that this game. I do not think the pass rush is elite enough to make the O-line look bad. I was wrong about my take about the Cowboys versus the Texans D-line looking crazy. The weakest part of the Patriots defense is their pass rush. I think Justin's going to be able to stay upright enough. You know, he's
I
used
can
to.
name two. I can name two games you took guesses about that you were completely wrong about.
What do you mean?
And two
What
of
do you
those games were playoff games, and two of those games
Okay,
were cost by
I
Justin
mean this
Herbert,
year.
So.
This is this year, dude. This is this year.
I mean, you could say this year, but Justin Herbert is terrible in the playoffs, and that's.
Okay, I knew you were gonna say that, bro.
I
But
mean, it's true. Like
That's
what?
not the argument. This bro. We
We're
can spend
looking at
15
the
minutes on
matchup.
Justin
Kinda
Herbert.
is. He
Drake May
sold-
hasn't won a
he
playoff
sold
game
their
either,
last
bro.
playoff game.
He sold their last two.
he didn't sell the
I
Jaguars.
won't. I won't give.
He
I won't,
didn't
I won't-
score one time after
I won't
the
give Justin
second
Herbert as
half.
much slack for the Jags game because he put him in a good position to win. In the Houston game, he put them in the absolute worst position and is the reason they lost. And I don't think that can be glossed over. Especially now the fact that they also
Landon.
don't have an O-line that exists.
So the AFC Championship game that the Bengals won, that's on Mahomes since they blew a 24-point lead.
Yeah, I think the fact that he didn't score a single time after is unacceptable.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean I don't agree with that, but if that's the
You
take,
don't?
no, I don't think the
A
24
24-point lead against that
So
Bengals
28 to
offense
3
was
is
not
on-
enough.
So 28-3 is on Matt Ryan.
Yeah, if you can't score a single point,
We actually did score a field goal, and Dicker missed another field goal. Nobody talks about that. So we should have won the game
He
regardless.
still didn't
I think the
score a
Char-
point.
scoring a field goal or a touchdown alone just kills momentum of any team trying to come back ever. I mean, that's
But-
just the truth.
Okay, we're not talking about these games in the past. We're talking about the game at hand, and we're actually breaking down the matchup.
Yeah, we're
I
talking
think-
about the starting QB for the team who has lost 2 playoff games where to both of them you could say he played a role. I mean, one of them he did. He is the reason why they lost.
Okay.
The Jaguars game he played a role in losing.
Again, box score motion. If you watch the picks, they weren't really on him.
Oh my god! I'm so,
And I sent you guys, the John Gruden argument where he said 3 weren't on him. So if you guys think John Gruden's an idiot, then I guess
I
you
love
guys.
John Gruden.
So
this
then-
is dumb. You can't say.
All right, guys. So what are the picks for the? What are y'all picking for the game?
I didn't even get to break down the game. I just got told about how bad my quarterback got in the past.
Break down the game, Will.
So I think that the pass rush is not good enough to make Justin make the O line look that bad. I think that the pass rush will be average because I think that our line's that bad, but I think they can play an okay level. Like we obviously I don't think they'll play as good as they had the Cowboys where Herbert doesn't get sacked. But if Herbert only gets sacked 1 or 2 times, I like our chances a lot. And I'm not worried about the cold really because the defense played exceptionally well in the cold. The only what I'm worried about this game happening is if the Pats start out hot. I'm worried about Travion Henderson and Ramondre Stevenson getting able to get 5 yards a clip because we don't really put a whole lot of resources in the run game, especially on. We try to get you to like 3rd and 7. That's like just okay, and then we'll play from there. And that's teams can kind of run on us early. They can kind of stay ahead of the chains. We saw the Eagles do that pretty well, and then we were able to dedicate resources to stop that because we got 4 good D tackles. But as long as we can keep them in, I don't see Drake May throwing for 300 yards or something in this game. I see if we lose, it's going to be because of the backs. They combined for 5 touchdowns this week. They're good. I'm not saying they're not.
Yeah.
The Patriots have a good offensive line, but you got a rookie left tackle going against some pretty elite pass rushers. You got Yes, it's a rebuild offensive line, but it's not tested. It's a quarterback and something he's never been before. As much as Justin struggled, he still has more experience than Drake May. And I think Jesse Minter is going to kind of put a box on Drake May. I see this being lower scoring, but I think if you would, I don't see the Patriots holding the Chargers below 20, and I don't see the Patriots getting 20.
All right. That was a great analysis.
Thank you.
So
I agree.
my rebuttal is going to be 5 reasons.
Oh
My
man,
five
there's
reasons
way
are
many.
Trey
There's many.
Pipkins, Zion Johnson, Bradley Bozeman, Mekhi Becton, and Trevor Penning. Those are my 5 reasons as to why the Chargers will be losing this game.
Mekhi Becton is a top guard in the NFL, dude.
I,
gotta play
I
the
think
Eagles
they could
twice
be.
as well.
I think they could be. And the Eagles got a little bit worse. We talked about the defense going down. They lost Mekhi Becton. They're still really
Mekhi
good.
Becton is not a big loss, bro.
That is a big loss. That's
20 minutes later.
I don't understand. Mekhi Becton was like one of the best guards by PFF last year.
Was he was for the Eagles. Funny how important.
You know what? Let me talk
Eagles-
about Mekhi Becton for a second.
Mekhi.
Mekhi Becton, sorry. He's always like this down in the thing, and he's looking back at Herbert. Right as the ball's about to get snapped. Now, I
He
think
doesn't know
that's
what's
part of the
going
issue.
on.
He's like, wait, we're doing this? You seen this guy lined up across from me? This guy's big. You sure? And then he
Yeah.
like stands up, and then he gets down right in time. It's get ready, man. Block him. Okay?
So, obviously, those 5 reasons are pretty big reasons, but I really think the Patriots at home, Mike Vrabel's going to have this team ready. Though I do think Jim Harbaugh is a great coach, a great leader, and is fit for, upsetting these big time teams. I just don't, will mention the pass rush for the Patriots is not as good as what it used to be, and it's not their strongest suit, but I just
You
don't
don't have to have
see.
that good of a pass rush to get past the Chargers O line.
I agree with you, but I'm saying I think that it's not going to be under siege like it has been. And I think it's going to be 2 to 3 a game, which you can win with 2 to 3 a game. It's really hard to win with 5 to 7, even though Burrow did that in Tennessee. I'm just saying that it's tough
But
to do.
I don't think that though the Chargers defense is really good, how much can they hold off that Patriots offense? Because Drake May's electric, and you already mentioned the backs. I mean, I just don't see the Chargers. I think they'll give them a decent run for their money, but I just don't see the Chargers winning this one.
So Devin McCourty said he thinks that both teams like their matchup, and I would agree with that. I think a lot of teams, if the Patriots, they probably see us as the worst team just because Justin hasn't won in the playoffs and the O line's been bad. But I was watching a Boston sports thing. It was like a 2-minute thing, real quick. And what would you guys say is the strengths on our team? Because I'd put quarterback and head coach probably at the top of the list.
Yeah.
And they said they think that they're going to win this game because of our head coach and quarterback. So it seems like they haven't even watched any film on the Chargers, and they just think, oh, they're the 7 seed.
I mean, I got to be honest. When it comes down to it, if I'm the Patriots, I would still rather play Pittsburgh than play the Chargers, because I think
would too.
the Patriots definitely, they shouldn't treat this as a cakewalk. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, as much as I hate on Justin Herbert, he is a really good QB, and Jim Harbaugh is a very good coach.
Thank you.
and they have the wide receivers to back it up. So
That's a,
I wouldn't I'd say I'm still gonna pick the Patriots, but I think this game if the Chargers have Joe Walt and he's healthy, this is an easy win for the Chargers, 100%. But without Joe Walt, I can't see
And
this
Slater.
line having
Yeah.
and so with them without them too, this line doesn't stand a chance against
I,
anyone in the league. And I think I don't at the end of the day it's gonna come down to the line is gonna absolutely sell this game for Herbert. And even if he has a historic performance, he's not going to be able to pull. He's not going to be able to pull a rabbit out of his hat. It's not like he can change how dog shit his O line is.
I wanted to say one more thing because you said about the receivers, and I forgot to mention this. Obviously, probably the Patriots' best defensive player is Gonzo. I think everybody would say that.
For sure.
And I think a team like maybe Seattle, or I mean, even a team like Cincinnati, where it's like you have that number one wide receiver, that clear cut, it's more of an issue when you have a lockdown corner. But I mean, we've like the Texans game. Lad McConkey had one catch. We've had games where you shut down Quentin Johnson, you shut down Lad, you shut down Keenan. I don't think you could pick one with the Chargers. And I'm like, oh well, if Lad doesn't have 100 yards, we're not gonna have a chance. With the Chargers, it's like it's not a great receiving core, but it's kind of deep. If you
Yeah.
get what
He
I'm
also
saying.
has a running back he can get the ball to, who's a safety.
Yeah,
Running back he can't
Hampton
get.
should be rested, and we're talking about all the buys, and we haven't even really brought that up for other matchups. But everybody talks about how big the buy is. Well, the Chargers are coming off a buy. The Patriots are not. So why is that not mentioned? I get it's cross country travel, but yes, Justin traveled, but he sat there in a suit jacket, and I think Bradley took his own plane and it crashed or something. I don't know. And he's gonna be all right, but he's just not gonna play this game.
Now
That's
that
that.
you mention that, West Coast teams traveling to East Coast teams is not a recipe for success
No,
ever. It's not. So
no.
that gives you another point. Check in the box for the Patriots, unfortunately.
But this is a stat I saw too. That's a common thing that yeah, West Coast team going to the East Coast. But in late night games, West Coast teams actually perform better because it's more close to their normal time. And a lot of NFL players go to bed before 11. When you're playing on Sunday Night Football, you can't obviously.
Right.
So
It's you
so
also, I
that's
think
another element.
as much as I'm a big advocate for in outdoor stadiums, I also think it's going to depend on. I don't know what the weather is going to be like in New England when this game is played.
They say it's going to be below freezing.
Yeah, because New England's getting hit bad right now. Like the East Coast, like the snow is just piling up. I mean, Buffalo is literally just mounds of snow at the stadium. New England's not going to be favoring much worse with that snow. The weather's going to be cold. I mean, we saw how that went for Miami when they traveled down to Arrowhead when it was literally one of the coldest games in NFL history. It just it just did not work out well, and I think the Chargers, it's not going to affect them as much as it affected the Dolphins for sure. But I think weather and that amount of cold and that amount of snow is also going to have an effect on it, considering the fact Justin Herbert's not going to be able to throw the ball as much as he wants to.
We've seen it. Obviously, it was a different team, but we played New England in like week 17, 16 last year, and we won 40-7. But I get it. It's
Different team.
a different team, but Drake May still played. But I see it being similar to that, honestly, about the defense. I think that they can do that to Drake May.
Man, y'all been going on about this, but my thinking, man, um, I gotta take the Chargers on this. You
Oh
know,
wow.
I know my boy Willie. I know what his
What a
plan
shot.
is for his jerseys, okay?
Yep.
Now, if y'all don't know, I'm very what's the word?
Superstitious.
Superstitious about my jerseys. And I don't want to give out Will's secret for this jersey that he's wearing, or jerseys, perhaps I could say, that he's wearing
Yeah.
for this matchup, but I believe in it, okay? And I believe Chargers are gonna win this game.
Will,
All
why
right.
don't you give us a shout on what those jerseys are going to be?
I mean, I don't want. It's like a birthday wish. You can't
Oh,
reveal
that's
it.
right.
That's
Mm.
gonna be a thing.
I'll tell y'all after the game. I'll tell y'all after the game because I'm not worried if we win this game. We're going to the AFC Championship game because we got to buy a second round.
Okay.
So Will and Ryan went Chargers. Hunter and I went.
Had to be different.
But I'm not, I
Um,
gotta be honest. I'm not gonna pick the Chargers. And I mean, what's the point differential right now?
It's
We're-
3.5.
So 3.5.
New England 3.5.
I think Chargers. No, obviously they don't cover. But
We could flip a coin.
yeah, I don't think the
It's a
Patriots.
pick'em,
I don't
and
think
that's
the
not a
Patriots
pick'em,
are gonna
but-
beat them by more than a touchdown.
I think I think Justin's gonna put up 20 or something. As long as we can stop the backs, that's what it's gonna come down to. If you're looking at it, but another thing with us, the Patriots have a really bad run defense, and Jim Harbaugh's like 17-1 or something crazy when we run the ball 18 times or more. So I see Hampton being involved, and Vidal and Patterson, and I don't care what back it is. Maybe it's Justin, and we got Trey Lance taking snaps or something, handed off to Justin. I don't care. But
Trey
whatever
Lance
we
taking
are.
snaps, bro. I'm
And
switching my pick,
in
bro.
Justin Herbert's defense, there's only been one game this whole season that he started where he threw it was under 14 points. So I don't think the Chargers are going to struggle to put. I mean, it's a playoff game too. I don't think it's going to be a struggle for Justin Herbert to at least put up 21. So I mean, what in playoff games? I mean, let's look at 2025, their game against the Texans, 12 points. Never mind, we're not going to use that as an example, but I think Justin Herbert this year alone, he's managed to put up 14 points almost every single game, and I don't think it's going to be a blowout for the Patriots like everyone else is predicting. Not us, obviously, but
Clearly not Vegas. It's 3.5, Hunter.
yeah, but a lot of people are saying that the Patriots are going to smoke roll the Chargers. So, and I don't think
Well,
it's going to be a smoke roll, but
that's because the Patriots are a complete team. I'm not dissing them. I think they're good. I trust 10, and I'm talking about my 10. Seems like I was looking at that yesterday. Seems like every quarterback in the league is number 10. Jordan
You know
Love.
what the problem is with me letting the Chargers go past this game? They play the Denver
They got a bye.
Broncos.
They have a bye.
They play the Denver Broncos if they win this game. And I know Will's going to sit on this podcast and talk about how easy of a win that's going to be for the Chargers. And he's going to put the stinking 7 seed Chargers in the AFC Championship. And that's not happening. And I'm not picking the Broncos. And so I'm
Bro,
definitely not letting the Chargers.
Eli
I'm
did
not
it.
saying the
Justin
Chargers
can
are
do it.
winning. I can't.
They just said Eli Manning.
You want to flip a coin?
I just got my boy. It doesn't have to be a RCB pick. We all got individual picks.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Okay.
me
I
and
didn't
Yeah.
know if
Landon
you
are
were.
picking
I
the
didn't know if you were
Patriots,
doing.
No,
I didn't know if you were
we'll
doing.
make a graphic and put everybody's individual picks. So
that
people
works.
can be like,
I thought
dang,
it was
this
gonna
guy
be like playoff
landing.
committee, and we all pick. We'd have to pick on a unanimous.
That's not how the playoff committee
No,
works.
bro, that was last episode. Let's move
Okay.
on, bro. We knew we'd be on the Chargers one for a while. Let's move on.
There's only
All
one
right.
game left.
So our last game is that next day. It's an 8:15 game. It is the Texans at Steelers. Houston comes out as 3-point favorites against the
That's
Steelers.
crazy.
So with how Vegas works with their odds is they always give the home team a 3-point slide. And so that technically means Vegas favors the Texans by 6 points, pretty much. Essentially, is what
Oh,
they're
the
saying.
Texans are 3.5. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So I think this is an easy pick. The poor Aaron Rodgers we might see a murder on the field that day. So as much as I love A-Rod, he's still slinging that rocket. What is he, 44 now, Ryan? You would know.
Yeah, he's like 43, 44. He's right there.
But that Texans defense is going to be stupid good in these playoff games, and I think they're just going to beat the Steelers and smack them down.
I mean, I think it would be stupid if we picked the Steelers to win this game. I mean, they basically have almost besides the fact that DK is going to be back, I'd say their offense is about as equal as the Steelers are going to be. But the defense, the Houston's defense is just going to absolutely blow that Steelers offense out of the water.
Well, with that being said, give me Raj and his Steelers, bro. Let's go, A-Rod.
Shock.
Me and the Steelers, we are gonna win this game. Okay, do not bet against playoff Raj. Okay,
Let me paint a picture for you. Okay,
paint a picture for me, Willie.
paint a picture for you.
Give me it.
Steelers come from behind, come at home, have priests spraying holy water in both end zones this time. Texans don't get in. Rodgers is slinging that thing like prime Rodgers all over the field. Boom, 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 boom. They win the game. Okay.
I swear, Ryan and Will have a meeting before these
This is
picks.
so dumb.
And
Will's
say here
probably not
and go
picking
game.
band for
They win.
band.
Let me finish. All right, then Rodgers got to go down to Duval.
If
That's a tough
Rodgers
game.
didn't play on the Packers,
But
Ryan would be picking the Texans right
Mid
now.
game,
That's right.
Chester Cheeto messes up his stunt. falls on Trevor Lawrence, sack fumble. Big Cam Hayward runs that thing back, touchdown. Steelers win it again.
Dude, I see it right
But
now.
AFC
he's giving a
Championship
Sam
game.
Hubbard playoff style
AFC
win, dude.
Championship game. The Patriots actually beat the Chargers, and then the Broncos were able to win somehow, and they were able to win. And then Rodgers gets a bye in the AFC Championship game. He's in the Super Bowl, but we didn't see about the NFC side. And the Packers were going crazy, beating
Oh
everybody.
no.
Rodgers against the Packers in the Super Bowl. Rodgers throws a Hail Mary to win it and walks off the field retiring after he beats the Packers.
That's
All right.
I would not be sad if that happened.
Cinema.
Because that's
Well,
how
What
much
a
I want.
Cinema.
story.
But unfortunately, he's not going to win this game.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So-
Yeah,
so-
I mean, dude, they literally are only in the playoffs because the Ravens kicker shanked one, dude. We can't
Well,
overlook that.
They're only in the playoffs because Rodgers put up 26. I think Chris Boswell's going to fix his extra points. But all right, so we think that let's give the Steelers fans, because they're a big credit. What would need to happen for the Steelers to win this game?
Bro,
What are
I'm
the
gonna
Steelers'
say
keys to victory?
um they gotta be able to hold that Texas offense back, of course. That's pretty simple to say, but
Yeah.
those unks on defense, they gotta be able to hold it together, hold their side of the ball. And I think I think we've gotta just create I think they gotta create momentum on offense, because when you look at the Steelers, I feel like when they lose those games, it's like they got no momentum on offense. They can't get anything going. So if you get Raj moving the ball, if you get him slinging that rock, they might be all right. I don't know that they are really going to win this game. I don't really truly believe it in my heart, but I do trust in playoff Raj.
Listen, I'll give you the winning formula for the Steelers. What you do is you rebirth Albert Einstein and you invent a time machine and take him back 20 years, and then maybe, just maybe, the Steelers have a chance of winning this playoff game. That's the
Bro,
only.
it
That's
doesn't
their
be
only
20
key to
years. It can be
success.
5 years.
That's the
I
only key
think-
to success.
Landon, what's your Steelers' key to success?
The only way I could remotely see the Steelers winning this game is if somehow TJ Watt and Alex Highsmith just go
Yeah,
absolutely
they could wreck the
ape
game.
nuts on this offensive line, who's not very good. The Houston's offensive line is not very good. And obviously the Aaron Rodgers to DK, if they can protect Aaron Rodgers for just a little bit, we've seen what Aaron Rodgers can do. I mean, he just slings the rock, man. He's a beast.
I'm
Rodgers
worried
don't
about.
even need that much time in the pocket, bro. It's all
Nope.
pre-snap for him. He can do it with
Yep.
his eyes closed, dude, and he's fine.
I'm
Yeah.
worried about Rodgers in the like the D not Rodgers. I'm worried about DK because Derek Stingley's so good that I don't know if he's going to be the factor. That
Yeah.
I think that if the Steelers win this game, they're gonna. I don't think that the offense is going to get shut out. I think the Steelers are going to be able to get 7-10 points by themselves, on offense. I think Jalen Warren maybe a screen or something like that because he's pretty good. The offensive line has been doing fine on running the ball. I've had Jalen Warren as a fantasy back for the year, so he's been doing pretty good. I think they can create 7, and I think the defense would need to create something. I think maybe that's a pick 6 or a short field for Rodgers, and they can convert on something like that. I think that they would be able to create that. Like you said, they got 2 game records down there.
Yep.
Maybe they get a strip sack fumble. Stroud's been known to throw picks. I mean, he could do that.
I think Texans don't have the greatest O line, so I think TJ Watt.
Yeah.
There's a chance for TJ Watt if he really wants to come back and convert back to original form. There's a good chance he could have an outstanding playoff game. And if TJ Watt performs well in this game, there's a very good chance the Steelers win. It's gonna come. I mean, it's gonna come down to how the defenses perform. And we get TJ Watt's a better player than any person on that Texans defense right now. But
Not defense, the offense. You mean?
yeah, that's
Okay.
what I meant. But I just think, I think the defense is stacked together. It's just the Texans just have the upper hand, and the offenses aren't gonna be able to convert enough to outperform that Texans defense.
I think it's very similar to the Chargers' way to win against the Texans. That way they almost did. It's just that the rest of the team didn't sell Herbert. But I think it's got to be something like that. The defense got to be able to keep them in the game.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean that's
They-
their only
Alright.
chance.
All
We'll
right.
see what happens, man. I'm really excited for these matchups. I'm glad we get our picks in.
I think this
Me
is a
and-
great weekend of football.
Yeah,
Will
Oh,
be.
really, Bryce? We at least three of us were looking at this post earlier, showing the last like the last 7 of 8, or what was the post about the 7 of 8 playoff teams that are in or were not in last
It's
year or something like
yes,
different
that?
compared to
7 of 8
last year's
division winner.
winners.
Yeah, 7 of 8 division winners are different.
I think the only one that
Yeah,
is similar is
The Eagles, which
it
is
was the
ironic
Eagles that were
because
just
that's the NFC East
yeah.
20 years drought ended. But yeah. So let's
all
let's
right.
recap our picks real quick. I picked Rams, unfortunately. I picked the Packers. Then I picked Jags. Then Niners, Chargers, and then the Texans.
So
We'll go
I picked the Rams. Brycey Poo is unfortunately not gonna get it done. And I shockingly switched over to the Packers because I just think I think Matt LaFleur is the better coach in the playoff scenario.
I know he's a better coach.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not even I think, it's an I know. I agree, Ryan. I do
Thank you,
agree with
buddy.
that. And then the
Kiss ass,
Jags
buddy.
obviously don't like uh don't like Buffalo right now. Their morale's in the tank. I got the Eagles against the Niners. I think that's a pretty easy pick. Patriots over the Chargers and the Texans over the Steelers.
Well, Landon, first off, dude, when you were talking to Ryan, I thought I saw some shit on your nose there, brown noser. Goddamn glazing. Obviously, I hate to do it. I don't want to bet against Bryce Young. I hate it, but I'm picking the Rams.
I don't know when Hunter became a Bryce Young like
I've
super
always picked,
fan. I
bro.
don't remember
It's been
this.
me the whole time.
That's
You
what I'm
guys have known me.
saying.
It's
Like
been me. Now
But I'm
Hunter
it's
jumped
been
on the
Will
bandwagon.
and Hunter talking about glazing, bro.
But I'm
He's
not gonna bet
stealing
against
Will's
Bryce Young.
pick.
Okay.
No, you were never at this
He was
level.
giving up on him.
I
He was
never gave
giving
up on
up on
Bryce.
him.
Chill out.
He said
Yeah.
Andy Dalton was better.
Obviously I'm picking Chicago. I'm picking the Eagles, Jacksonville, New England, and Houston.
Well, pick Chicago.
Bro, really big Chicago. Guys, is Hunter the slowest RCB member? Let us know in the
Okay, fine.
comments right now.
just because I'm gonna trade, I'm not gonna switch them on my sides like someone sitting up there.
All right, buddy. Well, I don't remember what order these picks were in, but I had Rams over Panthers. I don't even know when these games were. I had Chargers over Pats, Eagles over Niners, Packers over Bears. I had Jags over Bills, and I had Steelers over Texans.
You did pick the Steelers. We went with that.
Let's,
really
let's
pick
make
the
it a point.
Steelers.
No, Ryan is not picking the Steelers if Aaron Rodgers was not a Green Bay Packer at some point.
Bro, that's so true. We're in the Cincinnati area, and I don't mess with the Steelers, but dude, I'm just a Rod super fan, bro, and
All
I
right.
believe in him. And you guys don't know how hurt I was to see him go down with the Jets and a season to what could have been, man. But
You know the Drake
All
and
right.
either way,
Glover account? That's Ryan for Aaron Rodgers.
not
I'm,
really. I mean, but yeah,
I'm just excited Drake May's going to get some good cookies the rest of January, you know?
yeah, good on him, bro. He's gonna stay at home, he's gonna get
Ann's
some
going to
good
be
cookies.
baking them up for him. He's going to be like, dude, we just lost. Like, Jesse Miller really did that to me, man. I feel like an idiot. I threw the ball to Derwin James more than I did to Hunter Henry, man. Gosh. But
I'm sorry, Will. I don't think that's happening, brother.
all right, let us know what you guys think. Let us know if Hunter really picked Chicago. All right, we'll see you on the next one.
Peace.